Oh my god. Anyway, chat, welcome to the beginning of the stream in which we are doing crime time. Most of you already know the spiel, but I have a criminology degree, so I like to watch true crime occasionally, and you guys like to watch me watch it, I guess. That's how this works all of a sudden. This is my life, I guess. All right, let's get into Angel realizes she is actually the murder suspect. We're going to talk about true crimes and stuff, and that's, you know, that can be concerning for people, so be careful. It's about true crime. That's kind of why it's named that. That's about it.
On April 25th, 2009, 17-year-old Brittany Drexel went missing from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Damn.
Brittany had been visiting some friends at a local hotel when suddenly she disappeared. The police investigation into her disappearance lasted over a decade, and still the police were no closer to finding out what happened to Brittany. It wasn't until April 2022 when a confidential informant told the police that a woman named Angel Vows had made statements regarding Brittany's disappearance.
But I feel like
a
this is
closer look
familiar.
into Angel's life would reveal that she was dating a registered sex offender by the name of Raymond Moody. Angel and Raymond became their prime suspects, so they brought Angel in for questioning. They begin by asking Angel what she and Raymond had been doing around the time Brittany went missing.
Okay, no, I don't think I remember this.
You see why I'm struggling?
Usually I like recognize the interrogation
damn
rooms,
it,
but
I can't give you a date.
No, I see that.
Or if it was Monday or Tuesday, I don't know.
Tuesday.
Yeah, just some of these things aren't lining up with like some of the facts that we have.
Okay,
So that's kind of what I want to get into.
that's fine.
Okay.
But I mean, I can't answer what I don't remember or don't know. I mean, if it's not lined up, I don't know. I just want to tell you what I remember.
I used to go to Myrtle Beach as a kid, and we stopped going, and it became like a college spring break frat place to the point where they had to like stop people from bringing alcohol on the beach or something crazy.
Okay.
That's right.
Oh, I got a phone call.
Good. Hey, Angel, I'm kind of a direct guy, okay?
That's fine.
I'm not going to beat around the bush a whole lot. I don't want to waste your time.
Okay.
I've been doing this for 23 years. I've been working this case for 6 years.
I'm glad the camera's good.
And I want to ask you a couple of questions. I want to discuss with you a piece of evidence.
Okay.
All right? And
That's fine. Good.
I want to tell you beforehand that you've got to be completely honest
Okay.
with me, okay?
Okay.
So your answer, did you have any involvement in
With what?
picking up Brittany Drexel?
Hell no. Mostly did not.
She was never in a vehicle of yours.
I don't know if she's in my vehicle. I'm going to be honest with you, because he had no vehicle.
Okay. So you don't know. She was never in a vehicle with you.
No, never in a vehicle with me. No, period.
Okay.
No.
You're absolutely
Positively positive, too.
okay. Like I said, I want to discuss with you.
People like to
evidence
repeat
that,
questions
we haven't
to
discussed
give
with
themselves
you
more
yet.
time to answer, by the way.
All right, and I'm going to go through it kind of slowly. All right, so you understand completely how important this is. During the course of our investigation, we were able to intercept conversations between individuals, and one of these individuals was a person that was responsible for taking Brittany.
What?
Notice how they're teetering around saying who exactly it is, because clearly they understand that she's the suspect, but they're trying to get her to admit to it because it means it carries more weight if she were to admit to it, and it would almost guarantee a conviction unless they somehow like threw out the confession and threw out the records and stuff like that.
Okay? You tracking what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read to you a couple of quotes.
Okay.
All right. It's pretty much almost verbatim what was said by one of these people.
Okay. Wait a minute. I tell you what. Don't leave me there.
Why?
Because I'm going to leave.
Why?
Because if you're trying to accuse him of anything, then I'm not going to be involved in it. Because I say he didn't, okay? I say he did not.
I'm not accusing him.
I'm not. Yeah, you are. That's what that was.
She's not going to be able to leave. Watch.
I'm straightforward too.
Can we just talk?
No, I'm straightforward too. I don't think you did. And you're not going to involve him in it.
This has nothing to do with him.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Hey,
All right,
hold
well,
on one second.
No, I'm not.
Let's give us
I said no.
one piece of
I said
information.
no. No means no. I got to go.
30 seconds.
Angel becomes very defensive when she realizes they are accusing Raymond of being involved with Brittany. Outside of the
Result of crime and suspects aside, this is the correct response to a police interrogation. Not to walk out and be like, bye, but like literally be like, am I arrested? And if they say no, just fucking leave. Like literally just leave. She should have asked if she was detained or anything, because like they're just gonna go and get her. Like she's not gonna be able to leave. Like she's gonna come back most likely, unless they're just gonna let her go and bring her in later or some other day. But either they're sure it's her and they're gonna be like, you can't leave, or they're gonna get her later. I don't know. They're gonna like get a warrant and arrest her at her home or something. Yeah, this is actually a correct move. Is like you ask the police if you're arrested or detained, and then you just like you literally fucking leave. That's it.
The interrogation room, another officer has a conversation with Angel to get her to come back in.
Yep.
He explains the reason they were led to Angel is because one night while she was drinking, she was approached by a confidential informant who told her she believed Raymond was involved. This made Angel so angry that she told them that she had done it and not Raymond.
We're in here.
I'm back.
Okay, air conditioner's working because my office is hot. You know what? So, it works in here. We'll kill it. Yeah.
Thanks for coming back.
Hold on.
You need anything?
I just need a minute.
You
Need a minute.
need anything? Give me a
No,
ring.
I'm back.
You know, y'all need anything? We good? Y'all need anything?
The lead poisoning is so thick. She just stormed off because they accused the person she's dating of kidnapping and killing a girl, like pissed off, and she comes back laughing. These guys didn't even move. These guys didn't even get out of their seats. Like it was what, like literally a minute? I can't believe these people are real, man. This is like crazy.
Good. That's good. Okay. No, need anything.
All right, thank you.
Anytime.
Okay. I'm back.
Thank you.
I'm back. All I know what the conversation is. Well, he told me. I didn't know. I just thought it was something Ray said or something, and I missed. I don't know. But yeah, I did say what I said, and I was talking to Karen, a friend of mine, and I was highly drunk. We've been out all night drinking, and she kept asking me questions about Ray, and everybody that I was accusing Ray. So yeah, I did say something.
So your friend's a CI?
Can you tell me about it?
Well, no, it's drunk on it. I just want everybody to leave him alone. So I put the blame on me instead of him.
Is that true, though?
No.
Why is she starting to cry?
I would never hurt anybody.
Why is she crying out
I
of
don't
nowhere,
know.
bro?
I don't know the whole truth. I don't know who it was that night.
I believe you, Angel. I really do.
I really
but
don't.
I do. I believe you right now. And
I
I'm
don't
not-
know where he was because I was busy dumping her body somewhere. I'm sorry. I just don't know where he was.
Yes.
I have no idea where he could have been.
It's most important at some point in time this to tell the truth. You've been living this. You're a person with a conscience, right?
Yes.
Like and I'm not saying what recording is what recording. I'm not acknowledging
Yeah.
any of that type of stuff. But all we're looking for, we need your help,
Yeah.
right? To piece this thing together.
I know.
I was not about to what my belief is that it does depends upon the evidence.
Right.
And all we're looking to do is to find out what you know about what happened that week.
I
that
know
day.
all I can tell you, because I don't know where he was. I don't. He did have my vehicle. I don't know where he was.
You don't know where he was.
I don't know where he was. I do know he called me and he sounded upset and all this kind of stuff. He didn't say anything about why he was. I said, I don't know. I don't know. Do I think there's a possibility? Of course there's a possibility. I'm not stupid. I do know that. But I don't know anything to say yes he did. I don't know. But do I do sometimes because I don't know where he was. He wouldn't tell me where it was. And he did have a couple scratches on. So I don't know. I don't know.
Angel claims that when Raymond had returned, he had scratches on
Oh,
his face.
shit. I'm a fucking idiot. I have been invited to play Among Us tonight by Chilled. I thought the starting time was at 8:30 and it's at 5. Oh, shit.
Angel claims that when Raymond had returned, he had scratches on his face. Giving up this information could either be because she wants to earn the detective's trust, so if she does lie,
She's
they
trying
will
to make him
believe her later
suspicious.
on, or she believes Raymond did it, and she is doing her best to help the police.
Anyway, thank you for all the subs.
That night he had a couple of scratches?
Well, he's had some scratches, and I was trying to remember if it was from me or something. I can't tell you that he did, because I don't know that. I can't tell you.
Yeah,
that
don't
he
do
didn't.
math. You're going to scare my chat.
I do know that he had my vehicle, And that's one of the reasons I was meeting, was to trade vehicles out.
That night, remember it being that night?
That night, yes.
And you were for sure at work.
I was for sure at work, but not all
You're saying
evening.
she had his
I was
vehicle,
off
or he had
earlier
his
in the
vehicle,
day.
her vehicle.
Okay,
Oh my
we
God.
have, so this is stuff we're looking, we have telephone records,
Yes.
we have license plate reader
Might be a
records,
way to
we
like
have
pretend
credit
that
card
she wasn't
records,
there and he was.
and we have part of the story,
Yeah.
right?
And I think maybe that day, so, and I mean, that's, all I can tell you is what I know for sure. I know for sure that he had my vehicle. He had asked me for it to trade vehicles, and I didn't ask why, big deal, ain't the first time I traded vehicles.
She's either saying that, so
and I
her,
remember him calling me early in the day.
she's either saying that because she knows her car was seen and that's a way to like say he was there and not her, or that's actually what happened.
And I was off, but I just didn't feel like, meeting him at that time. So I told him, yeah, I will meet you. So that evening I did meet him.
Down
She
by
fucking did it,
the
so.
hotel that's by the lane,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you traded vehicles,
Yes.
you took.
I
what?
took my vehicle and
You took
he got
your
the red.
SUV?
Yes, and he got the red truck.
Thanks, bro. I'm glad you like the Grumps vlog.
You took the SUV, where did you go?
Those two are my boys. I
Where
love
did
them.
I go? I think, to be honest with you, I went to town and met him back at the apartments. I don't know, maybe an hour or so later. He was at the apartment. So I went back to his apartment.
Yeah.
For people tuning in, we watched this 2 days ago, but I was accidentally forgetting I had to do something, so we're starting where we left off.
And he had your SUV, right?
And I had the truck.
You had the truck at work.
Yeah, no, at the house too.
So were you at work that day?
No, earlier in that day, I wasn't at work that afternoon.
That night?
Anything. When he called me the first time, I was not at work.
Okay, so about 9 o'clock at night
No,
is what
I was
Brittany,
not.
where were you at 9 o'clock at night when Brittany?
Oh my God, I was at his apartment.
You were down at
I was
the
at the apartment.
Smart.
by the lane.
Yeah.
Were you guys in phone contact?
Say a
at the
place
time?
that they can't check.
And what were you talking about?
Oh God, I can't tell you exactly.
That's you're such a
Yeah,
smart
but I
person
don't
and you
know.
have a great memory.
But I do have.
Like you passed all these exams.
Yeah.
Like even
I
my
really
family,
don't,
they're
but-
nurses.
For
It's a
flattery.
phone conversation. I have 100 of them.
But the point is that's on a day that somebody went missing.
Yeah, but it wasn't
It's a
anybody I
person with
knew
a
and
conscience
thought about
remembers.
it.
But a person with a conscience remembers
Yeah, if
that.
I was.
You're just so smart and intelligent. You can tell us the crime. You can tell us what happened. You can totally do it. We don't mind. You're just so smart and amazing. Just tell us. It's okay.
Involved or had, worry about it, but I didn't.
Me cop, me smart. Master
But I think we
manipulator,
talked a few
cop
times.
moment.
I just want, we talked a couple times. I don't remember.
So you were sitting at the Sunset Lodge.
Oh, that's it. Sunset Lodge. That's it.
Yeah, I mean you said it in the last time. So
Yeah.
So you were sitting at the Sunset Lodge that night,
That evening.
and you want tell us exactly what your recollection is,
Of the whole evening?
please.
It appears that Angel has a great memory and is able to recall events that took place almost a decade ago. as
Pretty
if they
stupid
happened
to say
yesterday.
that.
Is
Oh.
this because she really does have an amazing memory, or is her story a lie that she made up recently to explain the evidence?
My recollection is.
Surely
about-
not. Surely she is an unfounded photographic memory anomaly.
I went to the apartment. First time I went to the apartment, he wasn't there.
What time?
I'm going to guess.
Guys, 75% chance here. The cops know exactly what happened and they want her to lie. Like,
5, 6, somewhere around there.
He's already up.
they are basically making her establish her alibi. And if they already know exactly where she was that day, the second she's done, they can hard press her about why she was lying and be like, but we have you on footage over here at this gas station, pretty much.
You know where he's at?
No, he didn't tell me.
75% chance that happens.
But he didn't ask.
Fair.
I mean, he didn't tell anything to me. It wasn't a big deal, whatever, Actually, I thought he was probably meeting Ernie, to be honest.
Okay.
Surely
So,
not. Surely not.
I went back to my house. He
Bad
called me,
news.
said something about trading vehicles, and he wanted me to meet him. And I said, all right, what time? He said, give me about an hour.
What
So
time?
we have the phone records. Do you remember when those happened?
Right there in the evening, like maybe 8, maybe 9, when I met him, somewhere around there.
Okay, so you drove from your house in his truck,
In his truck.
and you met him at the lodge.
Yep.
Scientists should
And
study
he
this
had
woman.
your
She can
vehicle.
remember a
Yes.
decade
And you
ago.
traded vehicles,
This is
Yes.
crazy.
and you left.
No,
Bar
I stayed
for
the night.
bar, she remembers
You know, I
this
always got
day.
something to eat in town, but I came right back to the
So
apartment.
what happened the rest of that night? What happened between you and Ray the rest of that night?
The rest of that night,
Those other things happened.
yeah, I don't remember everything. I mean, I really don't. I know
Oh,
he's left for a little while. Came back. But he told me he went to Ernie's. I don't know if he did or not. I mean, I
Ernie.
really don't, I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you that.
And you might have.
Just
So
go ahead.
there's a series of calls at a peculiar time.
Okay. What's the cause? I mean, what time? I don't know.
Like, that are different, like.
Here we go.
Early.
Yeah, I told you he left at some point. I don't know where he went.
So what was the conversation?
Well, one conversation was where he went.
He was like, whoa.
One lasted quite a while.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I really don't. I can't tell you. I don't remember being on
What
a
was
lengthy
that?
conversation.
He was
He was going off about something.
Yeah,
that he did
yeah,
that
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
Still does that. I mean, I really don't. No, I can't tell you conversations.
Okay.
I do know he left at some point. Told me he went to Ernie's. Do I know that? I don't know. Like, I only know what I'm told. Like, I don't follow him. I'm not chasing him down.
I totally believe you, but
So I don't know where he went.
we're trying to line the story up with the
I know.
phone records.
I know.
So if the phone records put you guys in a certain place. and
Yeah, I mean,
time,
it is highly
the story
likely.
has
If
to
he,
be consistent.
yeah, if he went somewhere in the middle of the
Here
night.
we go.
then, yeah.
And so there's no reason your phone, and maybe, you might be surprised how much I believe you in some of these things.
Here we go.
Any
Ready?
reason that your phone or you or a credit card would put you on or near the boulevard
Mhm.
that evening, not at your house, that evening between, say,
I fucking told you.
4 or 5
Well,
p.m.
my card was in the vehicle.
Your what?
My card was in the vehicle.
Your credit card?
Yeah, in the glove box.
Does he use your credit card?
I mean, we've used it before to get gas and stuff like that. I just tell him, like, you just go in and pay or whatever.
What about another type of purchase that might have been done?
I don't know. The purchase was done.
Chat, suspect or not, even if you think you're going in as an innocent person, you should never tell the police what you were doing on a certain day. Because on the off chance that they have already decided that you are the suspect, and if that is the case, they have most likely established a timeline of what you're doing or what you were doing or what they could find that day. And exactly this will happen. Whether you did the crime or not, they will sit here and like let you just explain yourself and then be like, yeah, but why was your phone somewhere else that day then? Why did your card buy something at this gas station near the crime scene then? You know what I mean? This is exactly what they'll do.
I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. I'm just saying that they're.
I mean, there's, like I said, I don't know. It was in there. I mean, my card was in there, which is where I kept it, which is, you go to my card now, I left my card's in there.
What the fuck was that?
It could have been. I don't know.
What the hell did she say
Your
there?
phone and your card could have been on the boulevard
Yeah.
that evening,
But I have
but you
had
were
two
not.
phones.
She went into
No, I was not.
Boomhauer.
Is there anybody that can?
Yeah, my
corroborate
son. That's about it.
When he met up with you, did you get your phone back?
Yes, I did. Because he did call me on my son's phone.
The reason they are focused on the phone and credit card is because they have records putting both of them near where Brittany was when she went missing. They also have video footage of her vehicle around the same area. What's interesting is that Angel has a simple answer to the evidence. She claims that she left both her phone and credit card inside her vehicle, which Raymond took after they did a vehicle swap for some unknown reason.
And what happened the next
One
morning?
time. And then when I met him and got my phone, he did call me on that phone a couple times. And I went to the
Told
apartment.
ya.
He met me.
I told you
stayed there
they'd
for a
do
while.
it.
I got something. He went back to the apartment. Some point, in the middle of the night, he was gone.
I can't
Did he
believe
call
it,
me?
really. Personally.
In the middle of the night.
But can I tell you where he? I don't know. I don't know. But that's happened a lot in our relationship. He might go to bed with me, and I'll wake up at some point. He's not there. Most of the time, though, he was at Ernie's. But do I know that's where he went? I can't tell you that's where he went. I don't know. I didn't call Ernie to look. You know, like I said, I'm not I chasing some guy that I'm not keeping up with him, you know, who does his business or just mine. You know, that kind of thing. So I can't tell you where he was. I really can't. I can tell you I wasn't with him, but I also can tell you I was with him later on.
And you can't tell us what exact time?
I can't even tell you an exact date.
Was it before or after midnight or anything?
I was with him some before midnight, but after midnight, he disappeared. I don't know where he went, but I do know at some point he disappeared.
In what vehicle?
I don't know, because he came back right after that. I was in the bed. He called me one time, and then I called him one time. I think that's how it went. I can't remember exactly.
And I'm just trying to...
I'm thinking he took the truck, but I can't promise you that.
Can't remember the phone call, but can remember the exact day and all the events that make her innocent.
Mm-hmm.
You stayed the night.
Now, I went, got something to eat in town, came back, stayed the night, because I got something to eat, called the kids, went home.
Why'd you switch vehicles?
Amazing how that works out.
Well, he was going somewhere, and I didn't know where he was going, and I already didn't know where he was.
Now, I don't remember anything about that day except my alibi, which would make me not at the crime scene. Now, I understand how convenient that is because that's what it is. Am I free to go or what?
So, yes, I took my vehicle.
The detectives are trying to figure out why they switched vehicles and why Angel is adamant they made the
fucking
switch.
didn't.
Did they really switch vehicles? And if so, was the switch a way for Raymond to cover his tracks? Or was Angel involved?
I bet you he was like trying to fuck this girl and so she killed him because she was mad.
He called my son trying to talk to me. Because
Did
he said he had called me, and I didn't answer.
he say we were down at 6?
No, that's why I told him. I said, are you in town? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, are you ready to tell
Yeah,
me?
everything else about that day is super vague except my rock solid alibi that you can't check on, even though you
could. So he told me he was on his way back. He didn't say from where. So I went to the apartment. He wasn't there. Waited a few minutes, still wasn't there. So I left. And then I went back later.
Okay. So if the vehicle was on the boulevard at the exact time, pretty much, that Brittany goes missing, then your recollection is that would have been Ray in your vehicle, if that was your vehicle?
It was my vehicle.
By himself? Like,
Yes.
As far
as far as I know, but like I said, he went to Dave Rossi talked to, said, did he meet with somebody? I don't know. You know, I didn't ask, I don't want to know, you know?
Yeah.
So I can't say he was by himself. When he left, he was by himself. When he came back, he was by himself.
Am I making fun of the accent or am I talking like her, guys? What do you think is the right answer here? Making fun of her because I'm a meanie. Well, I will be more sensitive to a murderer next time. I'll keep that in mind.
When you saw him back at the lodge, he was by himself.
He was by himself.
I shouldn't be such an asshole. That's so true.
You mentioned you went to Ernie's and got clothes.
He did. Not me.
Right.
Me and Ernie were not friends at that time.
Yeah, this is a thing from 10 years ago, guys. Like literally 13 years ago. Yeah. This is a 2022 interview and this happened in 2009. This wasn't like yesterday. This is why I keep making fun of her like selective memory here. This is a crime that they've come back to from 13 years ago. And she has somehow recollected exactly where she was to make her not at the crime scene at the time, but nothing else about that day. She's just now being interrogated? No, maybe not, but they probably like had suspects at the time. Something has caused them to re-interrogate. So I can't remember what it was. They might've said it at the beginning of the video.
He took your car there.
Yes.
But you also said that you guys had exchanged cars.
Yeah, I said when we were back at the apartment.
Right.
He left.
Yeah, it'd be way more believable if she was like, I don't fucking know. It was literally 13 years ago.
To switch vehicles, only to meet back at the apartment.
Because nobody's going to remember what you did on nobody's going to remember what you did on a randomly specific day 13 years ago unless it is significant in some regard. And if it was a whatever day like she's claiming it is, she's fucking lying.
Vehicle. Why
Nobody
drive out
does
to town
that.
To switch vehicles instead of waiting until they met at the apartment and do the
You
switch.
do?
Then?
Yeah.
Also,
okay, bro.
why
What are
do
you,
they
the
even need to
mentalist?
Switch vehicles.
Just remember
These are some of
shit?
the many questions the detectives have about Angel's
Wasn't that what his
story.
power was or whatever? Or was he just like observant? I think it was just because he was observant.
Right, that would not have been you.
Megamind would have been a better
No.
insult. Damn.
Not me.
The time that you took
He was just the
your
guy.
phone in that vehicle.
He was
and
smart
you were
guy,
never
though.
to blame that evening.
No.
That was like an innocent explanation for doing that.
No, I don't think I was at the lane. I mean, because We met back at the.
I don't remember anything about a week ago due to my severe ADHD, guys. So I'm proud of whoever can remember past a month. Everything is just kind of little blips that I was like, that's a nice moment. I remember some of it. Like, I went to high school. I don't really remember high school. I mean, I do. I remember like the environment. I remember like classmates. I can't like recollect a class. I can't be like, well, that day we learned about gender and biology. Like, I don't fucking remember what day that was. I don't even know if we did that because I was at a Catholic school and that's scary to learn about anything sex related. So
apartment.
Yeah,
He didn't go with me to get something to eat.
right.
No, I don't think it was just landing. No.
Because that's the opposite direction. Donald is down at the landing from the lodges the other way.
The landing's out towards the Maryville way.
this is really dragging on. I really want them to drop the anchor already.
I mean,
Like chop the guillotine down right now, bro. I'm so, this is getting
obviously,
weirdly
there was
tedious.
some, like, mistakes that night, right?
Well, it wasn't just them. There was other girls out with us, and it was just, I was drinking, and it was just bombarded, you know?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
It was all over town anyway, it was on the news.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I'm with him, so yes,
Yeah.
I get harassed all the
I
time.
know.
You know, he did bullshit of what he did when I didn't even fucking know him.
Yeah.
So, I was frustrated, I was drunk, so I got pissed off. I was like, yeah, no, fuck, you didn't do it, I goddamn did it. You know?
Wait, I totally zoned out for a second because I thought I was going to drag on more and she just completely confessed immediately. The second I complained, hold on.
So, right up from now.
I mean,
We're talking about McDonald's and all of a sudden she just confesses?
But obviously whoever did this made some, like, mistakes that night, right?
Well, it wasn't just them. There was other girls out with us, and it was just, I was drinking, and it was just bombarded, you know?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
It was all over town anyway, it was on the news.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I'm with him, so yes,
Yeah.
I get harassed all the
I
time.
know.
You know, he did bullshit of what he did when I didn't even fucking know him.
Yeah.
So, I was frustrated, I was drunk, so I got pissed off. I was like, yeah, no, fuck, you didn't do it, I goddamn did it. You know, so, no, and then I don't even know what else. I was drunk. I know what I said something about the girl hit on him or something. I don't even know what I said. You know, to be honest with you, yeah, I did say I was pissed off. I just wanted to leave him alone and leave me alone.
The police find it very strange that she said she did it and claim she only said it because she was tired of people accusing Raymond. It's possible that she was very intoxicated the night she said it.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's why. That's why they're reinvestigating this, because a confidential informant got her to admit that she did it while they were drinking together. That's right. This was 2 days ago. I can't even remember something from 2 days ago.
The police have to take that statement seriously and look into why she said it.
So, yeah, it's stupid. But guess what? I did it. You know, I can't say I didn't. I did.
She's saying that's why she's saying she said it and that's why, not that she did the crime.
Because everybody else left.
But she did do the crime and we're going to find her.
No, but I'm saying that incident you're referring to, like that there's other evidence, right?
Yeah.
That some of the stuff I was going to talk to you has nothing to do with whatever you're talking about. But and we're trying to piece this thing together because the person who did it that night, they made some mistakes, right? Like for example, they kept Brittany's phone on, and they kept their phone on.
Oh my God.
So the phones moved, obviously, from all together. So what's the chances of somebody being on Ocean Boulevard at 11th Street South at 1 minute, and also being at the North Santee, which everybody in the news knows that's where the searching was done. So who would have been at those two locations?
I get it. I mean, I do get it.
You bitch.
I told him, I get it. You know, I took him to the motels we usually stayed at, but I know he did not stay at the beach that night. He was not at the beach, so I know he came home. I know that.
Right. And I agree with you.
I don't even think she understands it.
I can't answer his questions, you know.
I don't think she's understanding what they're saying here.
It would have to be something concrete, and I just don't have that.
I know. Hey, you're stuck in a position here, like, and we're asking you questions and you're volunteering information. We're trying to just find out the truth, and really, if we can eliminate you.
Right.
That helps.
I can't sit here and lie. I don't remember. I'm not going to do that. I just don't remember. I mean,
All I can
something.
remember is
remember
where I
the
was at the time of the
vehicle.
crime, so I'm
I
innocent, you
vehicles. I
know?
didn't remember the black
It's so
vehicle.
convenient.
And then I didn't remember later on about having the key until I remembered the kids raided and I had to get, you know, so I mean, it's a long time. I just don't remember all that.
I don't know nothing except my exoneration evidence.
He's not that kind of person. He's just not. And he doesn't talk about things that have passed him if I ask him because he says he just wants
I
to.
wish I could help, but I'm too busy lying to you.
Hey, I get that. No, I do. You know, I'm not straight and narrow. The stupid shit when I was younger, too. You know. You know, and I just don't want to talk about, you know, even when people ask, I remember when you were 20. No, I don't, you know, I don't remember. I don't care. I don't want to remember, you know. So, but, you know, I mean, could he have done it? I know he could have. You know, I do know that. But you all want to believe that? No.
I know you don't. I believe you. I do. You don't.
I don't. They don't either.
It's unclear if the detectives believe that she was involved.
No, they fucking
Either
don't.
way, they know they need to use her to get more information on
Her
Raymond.
phone was where the
We
girl
think you have an opportunity
died.
here to possibly discuss some things with him about this.
What?
Dude, if you let somebody borrow your car and your card and your phone is in it, you got some other shit you gotta work through, dude. Like, that is crazy. Like, two of the most like essential things in life at this day and age, like all your money and like your literal brain mush device at all points. Like, that is crazy. I don't leave a room. I don't leave my house. I don't step out of my car without knowing my shit is like in my pockets.
We think that you both might have some information that can help with this, right?
Yeah.
And so we're going to have to continue to investigate this,
Right, of
and
course
we're going
we
to have to continue to talk to people about this.
Yeah,
But
I did.
if we go do that and the word gets out,
I
like,
know.
that's what we want. That's why we were
I know.
honest with you when we
Right,
got
that's why you're
here.
here. We told nobody. We don't want anybody to know your business, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, if what you're saying is
Right.
true, we've got to continue,
I know.
right? Because there's a lot of evidence
I know.
that shows vehicles,
Right, I know.
phones.
I got it.
What do you think you could do to help us out?
You know, what do you want me to do? Is what I'm asking. I mean,
At the end of the day, we're looking for
Confess, you stupid asshole.
right? So that is the gold. That is a golden ticket,
I'm sure it is.
right?
Yeah.
And we believe like that you might be able to help us. And if let's just say if Ray was involved in that, then he would obviously know where that's at.
Of course.
So if we were interested in your ideas, if we were to ever try to find that, that's really what the goal of this case is, right? Is to do that. So if there's anything that you could think of,
I would say the best thing to do is put a bug in his vehicle. Is all I can tell you.
well, how would that lead us to her body?
Any chance you could have had another role?
Another what?
Could he have been involved in another way?
What do you mean another way?
I don't know, maybe like you did it.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean another way?
When he left,
Mhm.
could that have had something to do with it?
When he left,
In the middle of the night?
did it have something to do with it?
In the middle of the night.
Mhm.
In
I
the
have no
middle
idea.
of the
I mean, he said it was
night.
Ernest. That's all I can tell you.
Just
You know,
call
but could-
my name. I'm yours to take.
You know, could, you know, I don't know.
What do you think you would say?
I was, in the beginning, I was very nervous about it. I really was. You know, because I didn't know.
Do you guys
I
like
didn't
that?
know. And he won't say anything, you know. So I didn't
Cover
know.
drops soon.
I still don't know. So does it make me nervous when people bring it up? Yes, it makes me nervous. You know, of course it does. Because I'm living with somebody who could have,
Right.
you know.
If you asked him if he was involved, would that be different?
Sneeg on Masked Singer when?
I mean, I can try to ask him, I mean, again, you know, but first thing is going to be, he knows I'm
I don't know
here.
about that. That
But
show
he
is
didn't come in
weird
because
enough to
I'm
put
over
Rudy
there.
Giuliani
First
on
question
there,
is going to
so.
be, did they ask you about me? That's going to be the first question.
Okay.
I mean, he's real, I mean, he's suspicious.
Mhm.
Believe me.
Still.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Not even about anything to do with this. I mean, just always if somebody comes up, who's that?
Yeah.
What do they want? Why were they here?
Yeah.
You know, just, you know, he's very suspicious. You know, it's just his nature. But he's been that way since I've known him. So.
I mean, they did talk to him about when they went out to your house initially, when they got the girl out of there.
Interested in getting your factor count maxed out?
Sure. Oh, that is what I'm telling. Sure, that's exactly what I'm telling.
What, are you gonna fucking scam me, bro?
You had mentioned
yeah, just click this website and they'll buy it all.
Is that something you think would work? Is that something?
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
That you think you could do?
No. Oh, okay.
Angel agrees to do everything she can to help with the investigation.
I'm sure you'll just do it
before she
out of the
leaves,
goodness of your heart.
Have one last question for Angel.
But our sincere goal is to get the truth and to work with you.
Right.
Like, we genuinely want to do
No,
that.
I mean, I get that. I believe you.
Because there's a lot of evidence that points at you.
Right.
And if what you said happened, and that's true, and we can prove that,
right,
that's critically important. And we would want to work with you to try, we just want the truth.
Right, I know.
Like, and whatever it is, and we think you might know.
Right.
Right, but we can't wait. So, but we want, out of respect for you, we'll say, hey, look, it's tomorrow.
I'll meet with you tomorrow.
If we meet tomorrow,
right?
If we can meet tomorrow here, and we have this discussion,
right.
Think about like where you're at right now, and then we make some decisions, and we want to move forward together.
Okay.
That's our goal.
That's fine.
Right? I mean, that's really where we want to be, and you gotta believe that, because we just want the truth.
Okay.
Sneeg, in what cases would you charge somebody with obstruction of justice? Obstruction of justice is if somebody outside of the suspect list knew of the crime or knew of evidence convicting somebody and purposely got in the way in order to stop that evidence from being put forward. So I don't know. What about a great example? Oh, geez, when does obstruction of justice happen often? I don't know. Maybe like police officers forgetting to put items into chain of evidence or removing it from the evidence locker without establishing chain of evidence. I mean, surely the police would never do that, especially if it was to like help a fellow officer. The police are so nice and heroic. They would never definitely never do that. They wouldn't defend themselves from when they kill people. That's crazy. And they definitely wouldn't purposely stop themselves from doing their job, and definitely not defend murderers. They would never do that. So yeah, they do it all the time. A really great example of obstruction of justice is literally a cop going into the evidence locker and removing something from the evidence locker without establishing or writing down chain of evidence and stuff. My Blue Lives Matter dad dislikes you and you hating on the police so much. It's hilarious. Please keep it up. ACAB, 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 ACAB. Your dad is old and crusty, and he would punch a wall faster than he would save a life. I bet he avoids Bud Light too, like he's making a difference in his life.
And ultimately, we want to just find Brittany.
I mean, I do believe it.
And anybody that would have that information would be holding a very, very valuable, very, very valuable card.
Oh, I know.
Like if they were very scared that they're in trouble, they also have significant leverage. Yeah. Right now, and if that leverage goes away, if I had that leverage and I got hit by a bus, that's gone. There's no chance of getting that information.
Well, let me tell you this. I don't care what, don't I? I promise you, on my children's life, and I lost a son in a car accident.
I know, I'm sorry.
I don't know where Brittany is. I don't.
I do,
really
I believe you. We want to work with that, but we want to try to get there.
Yeah, I know you do.
And if there's little pieces early on that you can remember tonight and say, maybe it was just I was riding in a car when something happened.
Right.
Then okay, let's work with that.
Yeah, I get you.
Right? And then we work with it together. And you say, but I don't want people to know this.
Right.
We work with you on that. So maybe we can do it this way, but we need to know it. And you might be shocked how much I believe you. Really? You might be shocked how much.
Y'all need to chill, bro. Just because this dude's trying to get me to have my sponsor go well, it doesn't mean you guys got to yell at him. I mean, at least he's encouraging it. He bought 3 already. You guys are just yelling at him. So, I mean, he bought more than any of you, and you're yelling at him for saying he's supporting me and wants me to continue to be supported. So, genuinely, you guys need to calm the fuck down. I think a lot of you get really protective of this chat because you've been here a good amount. And I assure you, you are scaring people by immediately being vicious. Stop shooting for me. I'm a grown-ass man who can yell at people myself. If they are being a legit nuisance, my mods will handle it or I will. You guys do not have to do that for me. Try to be nice. I don't want you guys to yell at people for being weird. I want you guys to react to shit happening in the stream. I want you guys to be silly and have fun. Use the emotes. Have a conversation. Make jokes at me. I don't want you guys to be mean to newcomers or people wanting to support me, even if they're having an interesting way of going about it. I want us to have fun here, and that involves having a very reactive and enjoyable chat. And I feel like I've been seeing a lot of people like chomping at the bit to yell at random people who waltz in. That happens all the time. That's not your job to worry about. You know what would help move the cringe away? Not to say this guy is, would be active chatting and reacting to the stream you're on, dude. You know what I mean? You're not going to be modded because you're doing mini mod shit in my chat. That's not how I mod people. Most of my mods have been like, oh, I don't have a mod on in my stream right now. This person's been here a long time. I trust them, at least with this job. That's how they get modded. I did mod applications once and I don't even think I did them. I like used them. So like, be a bit nicer, be less rude, be more silly. Come on.
How much I believe you, but I also know that there's facts in there
Right.
too. And we're willing to give you that time, right? Because we appreciate you coming down here. It's a lot we're dumping on you.
Yeah.
Okay? But I think this is also the path.
That wasn't targeted at a
like,
specific person. That's just what I've been observing nowadays.
You're a person with a conscience, right? Some people don't have a conscience.
Right.
That's not you. You're a grandmother. You have all these things, and you feel bad if you have information.
Right.
We're not accusing you of something you didn't do. We just want to find what the facts are and then work with you on that. And if it doesn't result in finding Brittany, then so be it.
Now let's watch a murderer get owned.
There, but I think you could help us get started down that path. And if we just wanted to go out there and screw with you, we would have went out there and screwed with you.
Right.
You know, so does that make sense for you?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
The police would watch Raymond and Angel over the next several days, but unfortunately, they were unable to get any new evidence against them.
Really?
1 week later, Raymond surprises the police department by coming in and confessing to the crime.
Oh.
The only person who ever told this story to is my lawyer. Angel never even knew the real story.
And he's not even here. I'm sure he's pissed.
Anyway, when I was going down Ocean Boulevard, we were going along pretty slow driving. I was driving, and pretty walking speed. And I saw the Drexel were walking along on the sidewalk, and I was smoking pot. She noticed that, walked over through the door and said something about that smells like good weed. I said, yeah, you want some? Sure. Get in. She hopped right in the back, right a problem. And we smoked the weed, went down the boulevard, and we're just in small talk. Angel's not really saying anything. But we're smoking the pot. And I said, hey, you want to party a little bit with us? We're going to get some cocaine, you know? She said, sure. So we started driving. We were just driving around, smoking, talking. And I started...
Gateway drug.
Town, went right to a spot where we used to camp out down by the river. And we went down there. And I by myself with her. Because Angela left for a while to go see her son. As things got out of hand, and I panicked, and she panicked.
Gateway
And I
Zaza.
strangled her.
Raymond's story was completely different than what Angel had told police.
No way.
Angel claimed that she was never in the car with Brittany, and she had never left the hotel they were staying at.
I can't believe
According
it.
to Raymond, Angel was with him when he picked up Brittany, and together they went to a private hangout spot.
And why do you
Raymond says
think
that
she
Angel
would
left him alone
lie?
with Brittany, which Angel never told police. Angel was never charged in connection with the crime.
No way.
Even though there was evidence that pointed in her direction.
That's
and she lied to the
crazy.
police.
Wow.
The police also found it very strange that Raymond came forward only after Angel was considered a suspect. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this case. Do you think Raymond confessed to protect
Still
Angel?
developing,
And
wow.
if so, was it to protect her because she was involved?
It's very possible.
Or because he was worried she might be falsely accused and end up in jail for something she didn't do?
Very possible.
Brittany's mother, Dawn, and Chad, and Father John were promised that every resource would be used to find the answer of what happened to Brittany, where did it happen, how did it happen, and why did it happen.
I need a
The
pop
why
filter.
may never be known or understood, but today, this task force can confidently answer the rest of those questions along with the who is responsible. The who is Raymond Douglas Moody. His date of birth is May the 9th of 1960, and he is a white male with an extensive
Who the fuck is this? Why'd they bring Peepaw to the police announcement? Probably the family? I mean, probably, but like, this dude looks like he should be like chilling somewhere else. Not like at the... I guess you guys are right. I mean, it's probably a family member, but still, it's like, I feel like this is the last place this guy needs to go right now. I can't imagine the police make their place wheelchair accessible. Why isn't he in the retirement home? Guys, come on. That's not what I said. I didn't say that. That's what you guys said. That's mean. I was just curious why he's just chilling.
Of sex offender criminal history.
Raymond showed police where he buried the body, which was returned
Why
to the
does he
family.
look different
Raymond was
every
found guilty,
time?
and he will be spending the rest of his life in prison.
I don't have the words to express how horrible I feel. And I've felt ever since that day very, very sorry.